Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. This is gonna be a quick check-in on what's going on with the twins. I will do the classic read, and the only difference will probably be that at the end I usually do messages between twins with my Hermit Tarot deck, and today I'm gonna do it with a regular tarot. It's gonna be my Witch's Tarot deck. Everything else the same, and I'm starting as usual with an oracle deck. It's gonna be the Cosmic Journey Oracle. So let's get started. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, yesterday it was a bit funny with the video, and yeah, I apologize for the quality of it, especially towards the end. This was getting hard today, and then afterwards I discovered, I realized that I must have some light here on my terrace, or lanai as they call it here in Hawaii. And I was like, I must have light here somewhere. It's like, yeah, I think I do. I found the light, and there it is. There you can see me with it now. It's already dark outside, but I'm still here on the lanai, and it's like, wow, yeah. So the picture that I took after that for the thumbnail was actually with the light. I was like, yes, that was kind of a late realization, Victoria, but you know, divine time and all that. So today we've got light, fortunately, and you'll also be able to see me shuffling the cards, which is the most important thing. So let's get started. We do have some big storm warnings in the area, so I don't know where I'm gonna be doing the reading for you tomorrow. It could be here, could be, I don't think I'll do it outside because it's just in this island, the weather's so rainy and like it's changing so fast that it can start raining like that, and obviously it's not good for the cards or for like any of my devices that I'm using, so I don't want to risk it. And you know, even if I'm able to get everything in time, it's going to be disrupting the reading. And once you're in the flow, it's preferable not to do that stuff. So, and you know, a lot of things that go with it. So I think I'm going to stay inside, but I'll either do it here or I'll do it in my, inside my studio in my living room. We'll see. So it's quite dark out there or in there, but it's still gonna be better than trying to do something in the rainstorm, basically. The only trouble that I may have is with the internet connection. I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, so if I disappear, if there's no reading tomorrow or Saturday, just know that it was the storm and I'm probably okay. It's just that it's difficult to upload readings when you know, when the weather is that bad. Usually there are problems with power and problems with internet. Okay, let's see what we have for Divine Feminine first of all. Very interesting week for me personally as well. And today I got some inspiration from nature. Was beautiful, you know, the botanical gardens. Oh my god, such a beauty. Visited one of the famous beaches in the area. And got myself a dress from one of the local vendors that I decided I'm gonna wear to a hula dance festival in April. I know it's like, look at me planning April already. But it is a very big deal actually, and it's not as much time as it seems. It's like only like 6 weeks or something left. It's gonna be pretty exciting actually. Wow. But you know what, now I've done that, I already made arrangements for tickets and for accommodation, because it's so big, it gets crazy with all those things. So I'm like, now I can breathe out. I got it settled. And my next big mission for this week is to be able to get my flight on Saturday, because it's still one of those days when you know, there is a storm watch and we don't know what's gonna happen either on this island or on the big island where I'm going. I mean, they know that parts of it are definitely gonna be, you know, under severe rain, and I don't know whether it's gonna impact my flight or not, so that's gonna be another challenge. I'm not even so worried about staying here. It's like, no, but I need to get to the airport and I need to get through with my flight on Saturday. That's a tough mission, but I'm sure it could be okay. So, Divine Feminine, we got card 44. Your words create worlds. And that's actually funny because it just, I was gonna say everything's gonna be great. And then I corrected myself to say it's gonna be okay. Because I was like, well, I shouldn't be too cocky, like too, you know, sounding overconfident. I was like, oh yeah, whatever, storm watch, I'll be fine. But it's actually important to, in whatever statements you're making, I mean, of course, be careful, because that's the ultimate meaning here, that, you know, this is a manifestation that you're pronouncing out loud, right? It's like a spelling, right? It's called spelling. You're spelling your spells, you know? But if we take a step further, if your statements are emotionally driven, whether it's good emotions or bad emotions, it's gonna create an additional resonance to it. And I'm not saying, you know, don't have emotions about what you're saying, but be mindful of that as well as the message itself, right? Because if the emotion is negative, then you're charging it with that negative drive. So if it's something bad, it's like you're making it much worse. If it's something good that you're saying, you're probably gonna send a mixed message, right? Because it's like the message is good, but you know, you feel bad about it, or you're not sure about it. Not clear. And if it's good, then yeah, make sure that it doesn't go too much into emotion space, because it may sound like something that you're getting yourself too attached to. That's not a good thing in manifestation. So the best idea is to be neutral, positive but neutral, if you know what I mean, right? And that's you got card 44. That's that perfect balance, right? Like very stable, very stable statement. And I like that it got here just the day after we were talking about revisiting intentions, preparing them, checking your notes, because we are approaching that new moon, and we're actually kind of in that energy already. It's on the 19th, I think, for me. For most of you guys, it's gonna be on the 20th, but anyway, it's getting close. I'm now trying to remember all the dates. That's how bad it is. Really, you get lost in Hawaii. So today is 16th, so 17th, 18th, 19th. So for me, it's gonna be Sunday. For you, Monday, most likely. Yeah, so we only have a couple of days left, and we're already kind of like getting into that space. So I would say over this weekend, it's very important to do some sort of practices around intention setting and making sure that your communication is very clear, and not just with the words themselves, but with emotions too. You know, not just like with the meaning, but also the emotive meaning of it. For masculines, we got number 36. You contain the entire universe encoded within you. This is to remind us about, or remind divine masculines about their divinity, and also the law of unity, right? As within, so without. That, you know, I'm getting immediately, like, if you're complaining about this crazy world and how things are, it's like, you know, that craziness lives in each of us too, in its own way, in its own right. And actually, another side of it, if you don't know how you can contribute to that craziness going on in the world, in the collective, and it seems like there's nothing you can do yourself, you know, as one individual, And of course you can, and you absolutely can if you're a twin. But if we take, like, put that aside for a moment, if you're not sure what you can do as a twin or with your mission or like on that large scale, yeah, think about what you can do yourself, for yourself, in your own life, in your own right. And knowing also how much energy you have, you will immediately be introducing change in the collective, indirectly, but it will happen, right? Not only that, it will allow by, remember how we talk about the templates that we are working with as twins, right? And we're healing those templates for the humanity, basically. One twin set at a time, you know, one light worker at a time. But we'll have our pieces of it that put that puzzle together, right? Maybe if I don't have a certain scenario to work, you know, by myself, then I know that somebody else probably does, and they are working through it. So, you know, that's another way to think about it, that we're not alone in it, and we're not supposed to solve all the problems of this world by ourselves, right? Yes, the truth is we won't be, at least in this incarnation, right? But another truth is that we still can do a lot. And whatever we feel guided to do and to work on, whatever we have in our karmic past, that's exactly what we're supposed to be doing. There's nothing glorious or non-glorious with these things. It's all equally important. And if ever in doubt, take care of yourself. Come back to self-center. If you don't know what to work on immediately, right away, do something good for yourself. Raise your vibration. At the very least, you know, add that positive vibe. If you're not ready to face the negative in your life, at least enhance the positive so that you can up that game, right? So you can be more connected to yourself and thus to the universe. There we go. Took it full circle. Now let's see what we have for the energy of the Divine Feminines right now. What do we need to know? The Tower, of course. And I'm anticipating my Tower moment when trying to catch my flight on Saturday. Oh boy, it's not funny. And I have Death in reverse. I'm almost getting that Divine Feminine is getting hit with the idea. Look at that lightning, which is truly, I mean, yeah, to me it immediately reminds me about the storm, but also it's truly enlightening. Look, like a lot of times the tower is pictured like well lit, right? Yeah, it's on fire as well. This one isn't actually, but the picture itself, the image is very well lit. Here it's kind of like all dark, and then the lightning comes in and just poof, sparks that light over the situation. So some new clarity will come in, and I'm getting that this is about certain kind of shift, certain big mindset change in your life that you didn't even notice. It went by like energetically and you didn't, or maybe you noticed it more subconsciously or just generally by kind of like not feeling yourself. But now you will actually be able to acknowledge what it was all about, that you will be faced with certain scenarios where you'd be like, oh yeah, that used to bother me, now I'm fine, or like I was never good at dealing with this kind of situations with this kind of people, and now I suddenly know how. Wow. Or I was able to find a compromise in a situation that didn't seem like a compromisable one. That's good to know. I can do that now. Now look at that, 2 major arcanas. That's a big deal. That's the higher power showing you how far you've come. And at the same time showing you how farther can you go. It's like showing you that, giving you that idea, reminding you that sky's the limit, really. Energy of Divine Masculine though. Let's see. Oops, I had some card turned away. Ten of Cups, look at that. What do we need to know about Divine Masculine and their energy? Page of Pentacles. Can you just clarify? Do we need to know about that? Four of Cups. Divine Masculines don't want to miss the opportunity to enhance their life. And it's almost like that moment where they know that the opportunity is, you know, they're holding it in their hands, it's available, but they can't really put a finger on it. Because either there's a lot of them, it's not easy to make a decision what to pursue, and they cannot do all of them, they know that. Or it's just like, there's an energy of like confusion, or having a lot of options and a lot to deal with, and not really knowing where to invest your energy and resources, right? It's like a lot is going on. What is really an opportunity? You don't always, like, it doesn't always come to you directly like that. Like, hey, I'm an opportunity. You can win $100,000 here or something, right? Sometimes it's more subtle, and you need to find where that treasure is and not to miss it. There's a bit of a FOMO fear here, fear of missing out. In America, very trendy concept. If you're not familiar with it, just look it up. FOMO, right? So they're afraid of that FOMO effect. Energy of the connection. Like that opportunity is gonna go by and not be presented to them anymore. The energy of the connection at this time. Queen of Swords, Five of Cups, and the Sun. Oh, I love this actually. Oh my god. The twins know that in the truth, they are in that, this connection is giving them joy and happiness, and it's always there. And look at this Five of Cups. And Five of Cups is sadness. Sadness on the one hand that, you know, we could be doing X, Y, Z together right now and we're not. A bit of that nostalgic moment. But on the other hand, it's knowing that it's always there. The connection is always there. And it's silly to be focusing on things that we don't have or we haven't done, or be sorry for the things that we said, right? Like if that was something bad, it's important to focus on the positive of it, right? To keep those memories alive, to keep those memories as a healing power that fills you up when you most need it. Wow, I love it. And keep it true, man, keep it true. Remember, the Queen of Swords doesn't take any BS, right? And BS could be anything coming in on our karmic path. Okay, messages from DM to DF. First of all, the Tower in reverse. Four of Cups again. Now we have a lot here. The Hanged Man, Two of Cups, and Eight of Pentacles. Divine Masculine's working. You know, like one of those classic templates. Like, okay, I'm busy, I gotta work. The Four of Cups in this deck is interesting. It's still like, you know, we had it for DM's energy. This is coming from DM, so they're kind of letting you know. But look at this card. We don't usually see a male and a female in Four of Cups, but here it exists. Obviously, this is the DM, and the DF is like their muse, right? And they're saying, like, you know, even if if like a lot is going on in my life right now, but I want you to know that I always have you on my mind. You're always that muse that reminds me. It's almost like, you know, thinking like, what would Victoria do in this, if it was, you know, my DM thinking of me, for example, right? What would my DF do in this case if they were me, like that? And they immediately go into like, and you see the Hangman is also about taking a different perspective, right? Trying to see it from a different angle, and that's what they're doing now with you, DF. That's the message, because they know that this is an undying love, and yes, there's still gonna be some work ahead. There's still stuff that we both need to do, Divine Feminine, but I know that this love is truer than anything else we've ever experienced, and that nothing can stop it. No challenges, no moments of truth, no revelations or uncomfortable truths. That's nice. Okay, let's see what we have from DF to DM. Okay, so we have King of Cups in reverse and Four of Pentacles. DF is saying, I know that you are going on through a lot right now, and you may not feel like sharing it with me or being vulnerable because it's just too much. It's already overwhelming, and you don't want to make it worse for yourself, for me, for everyone involved. But I want you to know that you don't have to hold back. Like, I'm always available to open up to if you need it. Whatever support you need, whatever advice you need, I'm here for you. I'll listen in. I'm gonna show support. I'm gonna show advice if you ask for it. And I'm sending you the vibe of support right now with whatever it is you're solving, whatever puzzle it is you're resolving right now. I'm sending you good vibes of support to make sure that you deal with it and you can get back into being your emotionally balanced self. So you don't have to have too much worry, and you don't have to be closed off from people who care about you. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all. I hope to be back with your readings very soon.